Happy lunch hour, guys. All right, I want to talk about a couple of issues here in just one video so as not to inundate you guys with too many videos to watch, but so talk on two subjects. The first one is all about your kids, okay, and the future that they're going to have. The second one kind of ties into it as well, but the first one is kind of interesting. Now, I'm going to ask you this, and like I said in the title, are you smarter than a fifth grader? Okay, we all remember that Jeff Foxworthy show. Uh, Here's the catch. I'm hoping to God that those of you who still have school-age kids have decided to homeschool your kids. Here's why. The National Association of Independent Schools had a people of color conference, and apparently there were some spies, I guess, however you want to put it, that got in there to find out what was being talked about. Literally, what this group is saying is we need to take our ideas on how we live, and first off, we absolutely must kill the white people way. Literally, that's what they're talking about, okay? But their objective here is that we should all be more like kindergartners. Now, granted, we have a president who's right about that education level or that intelligence level, but I want you to watch this clip real quick. This is straight from there. Pay attention to this one.
Kindergartners, I want to say too that kindergartners are natural social justice warriors. Like I mentioned before, I see this all the time on the playground. That's unfair. And this is why it's unfair. This is the reasons that it's unfair. And I think if we just build upon the mindset of a kindergartner, that it is fantastic.
That is what the independent school system thinks we should be doing. We should be taking our guiding principles in our life from a 5-year-old. Seriously, this is what you have with leftism. Okay? No common sense. Me, 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 me. That's all it is. And I think we can all pretty much agree that that's the rallying cry for any liberal. Me, 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 me. Oh, you hurt my feelings. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, Mom, I'm going to take my ball and go home. Okay, that's the way. No coping skills in life whatsoever. We all need to cope. We all need to be told no, because it's hilarious when you have these kids come out of school. I just got my degree in underwater basket weaving. Where's my corner office? I'm going to go apply for this job. And the guy says, nope, you're not qualified. No? What do you mean, no, I didn't get the job? I'm going home to tell my mom. I'm going to sue you because you didn't hire me. That's literally their mentality, okay? But I wanted you to see that. This is what's actually being promoted in the public and the private school arena, okay? If you have your kids in public school or private school, please be active. You know, if you're going to public school, get on that school board. Beat the hell out of it. Who cares if they call you a damn terrorist in the school board meetings, you know, because these whack jobs sitting up there thinking they've got the power of God. If you're considering putting your kid in a private school, make sure you ask a lot of questions, especially what's the school's policy on CRT, okay? Because this is the kind of crap that's being shoved down our throats. And this is how they are trying to poison the minds of future generations. That everybody's bad and everything should be just about you. If you're not happy, the other person is automatically bad. Okay? Let's not even get into the Florida case right now with the whole don't say gay debacle, if you will, that the liberals are trying to run out there because state of Florida doesn't want your second graders knowing, having conversations about sexuality. Sorry, at 7 years old, you don't have any concept of sexuality, okay? This is what's going on in our school system, guys. These are the future leaders of our country. We need to raise our children correctly, okay? God, family, guns, that type of stuff, okay? Traditional nuclear family values, that sort of stuff, okay? Now, the second thing I want to talk about, and a bunch of you guys have emailed me on this one, is what Glenn Beck talked about the other day, and the interstate compact, okay? Now, if you remember correctly, about, close to a year ago, I had mentioned to everybody, watch for all the new construction of apartment buildings going around cities. And over the last year, a lot of you guys have emailed me and said, holy crap, there's a lot of apartments going up around cities. This, again, is to move everybody into the city, to get control. I don't have to tell anybody about all the crap that's been going on with BlackRock and them literally going in and buying up houses, entire neighborhoods worth of houses, okay? I will give you this. BlackRock now owns more residential property, acreage-wise, than any state other than Texas or Alaska, okay? Give you that. That's how big, how much property they own. Residential property, apartment buildings, houses, whatever would be. Huge. So you have this tri-state compact, and that is supposed to be going up for vote today. I do not know if it's voted yet. If you live in any of these counties, this is all around the Memphis, Tennessee metropolitan area. Shelby County, Tennessee, Tipton County, Tennessee, Fayette County, Tennessee, DeSoto County, Mississippi, Crittenton, Mississippi, and Craighead counties, Arkansas. Now, I looked into these counties to kind of see income, how they voted, everything, and demographics. It's racially diverse. Okay, there's some of these counties that are heavily black populated. There's some of these counties that are more heavily white populated. The Arkansas counties have a median income of around 50 grand. The Tennessee and Mississippi have a median income of around 60 grand. Some of these counties were voted blue. Some of these counties voted red in the 2020 election. Okay, so it's a very diverse group. This tri-state compact sounds great on paper, like communism, okay? And it is to give a group of unelected commissioners powers to make decisions on how the whole economic structure of this whole Memphis metropolitan area will operate. Now, I will link a page where you can go read the entire House Bill 1989, all right? The biggest worry in here is subsection W, and I will read this if I can get back to it here real quick. This is what these unelected commissioners have the power to do. To exercise the powers of eminent domain and condemnation over any and all rights of property, any kind of character necessary for the purposes of region smart development, subject to the provisions of this compact. So literally, they are going to, the Tennessee House is supposed to vote, Mississippi Senate already passed this apparently, to vote to give a bunch of unelected people the right to literally come to your house, come to your farm and say, in the interest of society, we need to take your property. And you have no say over the matter. Guys, this goes right back to what I said a year ago about building apartments and moving us into cities. They're just going to say, we're taking over the property. Remember that map we looked at last year, where these are the population areas, these are the farming areas, and these are the areas that we're going to let go back wild in order to save the planet. Okay, this is what's going on. This is exactly what it is. This whole group, okay, this Region Smart group, which is a not-for-profit, go figure, has ties to BlackRock, go figure. Now, I've already contacted my state congressman and my state senator. Not that this affects me, I'm on the other side of the state, but at least now they know that there's somebody over here that's paying attention to what's going on over there. I know for a fact there are plenty of you guys that live in these, 7 counties, okay? Please call, get a hold of your congressman or whatever it is, and let them know, hell no, this ain't gonna happen. Now, if you don't live in these counties, pay real close attention to anything called Region Smart, because they're gonna wanna do this all over the country. You know, you live in Los Angeles, you live in Phoenix, you live in Omaha, Nebraska, sure, what's going to happen? Hey, we want to take all that area around the city where we can pack everybody together in a sardine can. We'll build all the properties, we'll own all the properties, and we'll give you the privilege of living here after we confiscate your land. Guys, this is the kind of shit that's coming, okay? We talk about Ukraine, we talk about Taiwan, we talk about all this other stuff, the southern border and everything like that. Right hand, left hand, okay? Well, we're all paying attention to what's going on over there. This is what's going on at home. This is the scary shit. Pay attention. Pinball out.